Hello, hello.
What's up, everybody, man? We are excited. We are excited. Get on up in here. Come on, let's talk football, family. You already know what time it is. It's ladies takeover. Let's
Hello,
go.
hello.
Come on, let's go. Get on
Hey
up in here.
everybody.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Get on up in here, man. I'm super excited for today's show. Whoo, let's go. All right, let me make sure I am sharing, ladies. What's up? What's up, everybody? Let me make sure that our Let's Talk Football family knows we are on. Okay. Let's go. Man, we are super excited to have you guys today. We got an exciting week of football. I'm
Yes,
just so
yes.
excited. I'm so excited. And we're starting off with a pretty good one, ladies, tonight. I am very excited. All right, come on, come on. Oh, there we go.
We'll see. I don't know yet.
Oh, look, look, look. Somebody's team is playing tonight. I hope she's optimistic.
Oh, you got your sweatshirt on.
Oh, the Bears.
The
Oh,
Bears, the Bears, the Bears.
let's
Let's go.
go. Let's go. What's up, family? Get on up in here. I want to share it to my timeline too.
I hope they let Justin pass the ball today.
Yes.
Oh, me
Very true
too.
fact. Very true fact.
Why
Hey, but I
can't?
think with the way the other quarterback, we will talk about this, ladies,
No
later.
worries, no worries. Yeah,
We'll
But
talk
yeah.
I do
later.
think the way the other quarterback is playing, you got a good chance.
Yeah, his coach isn't too happy with him either.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. We'll get on that with NFL drama,
Yes,
man.
we
Oh,
Where
will.
is everybody? Come on, y'all. Join
let's
us.
go. Let's go. It looks like we got 5 people on, man. Shout out to you guys for joining on the show, man. We are super excited. We getting
Thank
ready
you,
to kick
thank
off,
you.
man. Let's go ahead and do this, ladies. All right. So if you don't know, now you know. I am Janae Struther, and the beautiful lady I have below me is who?
Delilah. Woohoo. What's up?
Let's go. And the wonderful lady I have to my left. Who do we
I,
have?
I am the creator of Ladies Takeover and Tom Brady's biggest fan wearing his alma mater tonight, Miss Kate Overson.
Let's go. Let's go. And we are Ladies Take Over. So if you don't know, we are dynamic women who know the game of football. Please test us. We are tried and true. We talk to a whole bunch of guys all day long who can testify that we know the game of football. So we're super excited you guys have joined us today, man, and we're ready to get started. So, ladies, we have a heck of a show, but we can't start it without starting it off with a bang. So we do have a major announcement. A major announcement, ladies and gentlemen. I need you guys to hold on to your chairs. I need you guys to brace yourselves for this big announcement. Drum roll, please. What do we have for today, ladies?
Um, I want to let the whole Let's Talk Football family that's watching right now know I had my big 4-year checkup at the doctor, and I said I wasn't going to get emotional, but here I go. Family, I am still cancer free. God has me in His
Woo!
arms. Thank you for the good vibes, the prayers, everything you've done for me, and I'm he isn't finished with me yet. So
Let's go.
I'm still here, and
Let's go.
I'm cancer free still. I have 1 more year till remission,
Woo.
and I'm
Ring
ready
the
to cross
bells,
that threshold.
right?
Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Kate, we are so excited for you. This is major news. Nothing else on the show matters. Like, that
Yes, it
is
does.
absolutely amazing. That's a way to start off a show with great news, man. Kate, we're so happy for you, man. That's
Me
amazing
too.
news. That's
Let me tell
amazing
you,
news.
your sister didn't sleep last night. I always can't sleep the day before. My nerves are all over the place
Yeah,
going
yeah,
into this.
yeah.
But yeah, and I was with the nurse practitioner. She goes, "You got 1 more year. We'll let you know." And I said, I think I want the doctor to declare me cancer-free a year from now for good.
Oh, that is awesome. I am so happy for you, man. Oh, that just gave me chills. We're always crying every episode. But these
I
are
don't mean
reasons to
to.
shed a tear. These are reasons to shed a tear, man. We are so happy that you got that great news today.
Thank you.
Man. Now that weight's off your shoulders, I know you're going to get good rest tonight.
Yes.
We are so happy for you, man. Man, what a way to start off the show. Whew, guys. If you didn't know, we are sisters. We are very excited for each other when good things happen. We are there to encourage when bad things happen. We're still there to encourage, and that's what a family is about. And the Let's Talk Football family is just super happy for you, Kate, man.
Thank you.
That's a wonderful news.
I love you all.
Oh, we love you. We love you. All right, so guys, you already know what time it is. You're gonna learn some information, and it's a great segment that we do for women in the NFL. If you don't know, we are a show that's going to spotlight, put a shine on women that we have around the NFL. And you may not even know about these women, but we're hoping that as you learn about them, you'll take the time to go and learn about them, go and YouTube them. And now you know that there are a lot of women in the NFL that have a huge impact in the game. All right, so who do we got today?
Sorry, I was just unmuting myself before I start talking. All right. I was like, let me make sure I mute. Okay. So basically, today we're talking about Miss Jacqueline Davidson. She's the Senior Director of Football Research for the Buccaneers. And so, well, let me get into it, right? So Davidson basically, when she entered the NFL, people started to interview her already. She told a reporter, Lane of ESPN, that she acknowledges her opportunity to provide She acknowledges her opportunity to provide an important role and role model as a Black woman in a high-ranking position in the league. And so she acknowledges the importance of that. Like, she was quoted as saying, one of the things that, particularly for women and women of color, there are a lot of jobs out there that they don't see themselves in and know that it's something that they could do. Yeah. And so she says it's important to bring a certain awareness, and it's something that I take very seriously. And so right off the bat, she wants to make sure that she is out there representing herself, not just as a woman, but as a woman of color, and making sure that women everywhere and women of color know that this is something you could do, right? This is something you could attain for yourself. It's not impossible, right? So breaking down barriers, right? So this is her third season with the Bucs, actually. She started off first as Senior Director of Football Research, and then she was promoted now to Director, right? So
very cool.
Yeah. So basically, she was Director of Football Research. Now she's Senior. So this is her promotion.
Okay.
So she went from just Director, now she's Senior Director going into this season. Yeah, going into the season. So basically, she was born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. She graduated from Davidson College in 2002 with a bachelor's degree in economics. Then she went on to Cornell University, where she studied law and graduated in 2004 with her Juris Doctorate. She is a member. Yeah, so she's a lawyer. She is a member of the New York State Bar Association. So she entered the league as a legal intern with the NFL's Management Council in 2004 while she was pursuing her law degree. She also worked as a staff attorney for the United States District Court in Alabama as the judicial law clerk for Judge Virginia Emerson Hopkins prior to earning her position with the Jets, because that's where she actually got her start. So in 2007, she was a director of football administration. So what that means is that with the Jets organization, she was the lead negotiator of player contracts and managed the team's salary cap and player budgets. She was also tasked with adhering to the regulations of the NFL's collective bargaining agreement and predicting future trends relating to the league's salary cap. So again, she was 11 years with the Jets from 2015 and 2018 in this role. Then she went on in 2018, she left and she went to the Bucs. Following the Super Bowl 55, they were saying that Davidson actually played a vital role in helping the Bucks bring back all those starters, including a total of 6 free agent re-signings and 2 contract extensions. And
Woo!
so, yeah, so she was a key player in making sure all those guys came back. This marked the first time in the salary cap era that a defending Super Bowl champ has returned all 22 starters. But yeah, so that's what the 2022 offseason, was highlighted by re-signing 3 Buccaneer starters: cornerback Carlton Davis III, wide receivers Chris Godwin, center Ryan Jensen. Prior to the offseason, Davidson assistant secured an extension for the Buccaneers Pro Bowl nose tackle Vita Vea, right? And so again, she's not just standing around doing nothing. She's a huge part of the Buccaneers organization. And as you can see, a big reason why all of those guys came back. And so again, she works alongside the general manager, Jason Litch, and vice president of football administration, Mike Greenberg, on player contracts and salary cap decisions. So she is up there. She's a high-ranking administrator for the Buccaneers, and she has a lot to do. She has a lot to say. And so that woman's out there getting stuff done. So congratulations to you, ma'am. Hope you start keep breaking down more barriers. I hope you reach even higher. Hey, maybe you'll be running all of it one day.
Let's go.
You know, so yeah, so kudos to you. Can't wait to see what else you do. By the way, the Bucks are so impressed with her at the Jets that they wanted to make sure that she came to the Bucks from the Jets. So they made sure that there was a position ready for her, ready to start. Because
I love that.
she made, so she's like somebody that they actually wanted to make sure they got on their team. And it makes sense, right? Because look at what she got done. She was key to bring everybody back. So,
absolutely.
All right, Jacqueline
Women
Davidson.
rock.
That's awesome. Yes, they do, man. That's freaking awesome. But the thing is, how impactful, like, all the players want to come back. That's very hard to do. You guys know football. It's very hard to money. I mean, contracts got to be right. For you to be able to make sure that you guys have the team come back, that's big. That's major.
Yeah,
and I love that a woman was doing it.
Yeah, so kudos to you.
Absolutely.
I agree with her. I think it's great that she is the face, one of the faces for the Buccaneers, and she's out there getting things done. And I hope she keeps moving and breaking more ceilings, glasses, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, bust on that door, man.
I love that our organization has so many women in coaching positions too.
Yes.
I love that my team does that. We have quite a few females as well.
You see how she did the shameless plug, my team. Oh,
they are my team.
Let's go. Let's go. And yes, we do have a fan of the Buccaneers right here. So like we told you guys, we're ready.
Who is Tom Brady's biggest fan? Come on.
You are Tom Brady's biggest fan. And I'm just excited that we got to highlight Jacqueline Davidson today.
Me too.
If you do not know about her, please go and look her up. She is well worth the read. She is working her way up. And like Delilah said, man, you can know about her now, but in the future, 10 years from now, she could be at the top somewhere. Top more than where she is, because she's already at the top, but she could be more at the top.
She'll be running the whole thing by herself.
I do a better job than the men.
She may. You never know. You never know. Hey, I love it. I love it. So, guys, we got to segue into the very next segment. Hey, I don't know if you guys, a lot of people are joining on now, but we're going to, between every segment, we're just going to announce, hey, Kate is still cancer-free. We're going to continue to announce it. We are harping on that high. That is so amazing. So if you didn't know, comment. Kate is still cancer-free. She found out today, and that is just amazing news. So we got to keep talking about it as you guys join on. So shout out to Kate.
Thank you.
Right there with that, though, Kate has an amazing cause in the NFL. Kate, what is our cause in the NFL?
It is Tyrann Mathieu, the honey badger, his foundation. And if you didn't know, he's a thank you, Anthony. I love you too. He's a safety for the New Orleans Saints. He's in his 10th year in the NFL. He previously played for the Houston Texans and previously the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyron established his foundation to impact the lives of financially disadvantaged children and youth through encouragement, opportunity, and resources to achieve their dreams in his hometown of New Orleans. And one of the big reasons he wanted to go to the Saints is because that's where he's from, that's where his foundation's based out of. So he is back home doing his thing. He has a huge thing about need. What are the needs of these underprivileged children in this community? If he did his research and found in New Orleans, 3% of students in high poverty schools do not have the technology or only have the technology to complete homework assignments. So 97% of students in the New Orleans community do not have the proper technology in impoverished families to complete assignments the way their teachers want them to. 46% of students in New Orleans say they get more actively and they can't get their assignments done actively because of their lack of technology and lack of good technology. So if they can't get it done at school, there's a huge chance they're not going to get it done at home. So, and then there's the underconnected in the community, which means students can't take advantage of educational media, complete homework assignments, develop creative projects, and explore extracurricular activities because they don't have the means and because of how much of New Orleans is in this impoverished and underprivileged areas. Students are not being able to properly achieve their educational goals because of what's going on in that community. And 1 in 5 low-income kids only have access to high-speed technology. So they might have some internet, but it's not the best internet to achieve their homework assignments, their projects, everything else. So Tyron's big thing is to come into these communities and try to make them better. And then his executive board features himself, Denise White, and Sonia Aman. So 2 of his board members are women. So I thought, being a women's show, it was important to make light of the fact that he is using 2 women who are high-powered CEOs of a sports management group and a big CPA PC of her own corporation to get this ball rolling for him.
That's amazing.
So some of the programs the Tyrann Mathieu Foundation offers is the Tyrann Mathieu Tech Zone. We stated there's a big technology need, so the state of heart of the Tyrann themed technology academic centers provides financially disadvantaged students the tools they need to succeed. He launched one at his own Boys and Girls Club. So there's different places throughout New Orleans where these kids can go, have high-speed internet, access to all the tools and all the things they need to get their homework assignments done so they can be as achieving in their classes as those that are privileged. So I love that he provides these tech zones so these kids can achieve their dreams. He also has his annual backpack giveaway each August. Tyrann's Boys and Girls Clubs in New Orleans and his former team of Houston, where he played for the Texans, distribute backpacks stuffed with classroom supplies and address educational importance. So each kid goes back to school with the things that they need, and they distribute a ton of these every year. So I love that. And I know with Delilah being a teacher, you will really appreciate all that he does for teachers. He does do a gift giveaway to teachers in these communities too, and helps them with their classrooms and setting them up, making sure teachers in these communities also have the resources they need too, in these underprivileged and difficult communities where schools aren't always given what they should. Then he has his Tyron's Turkeys. He provides Thanksgiving meals to everyone in his community that cannot afford to go out and buy their own Thanksgiving meals. So he gives out hundreds, if not thousands, of Thanksgiving meals every year to families that need them, in whatever they need for that meal, he gives it. So he's all about giving back to his hometown of New Orleans. He still does things
Amazing.
that he did for where he played for the Houston Texans, and I know he does it for people in Kansas City still as well if they reach out to his foundation. So, and then he's got the Heart of a Badger youth camp. So he's got 4 major things under this foundation that he does.
Oh,
And he partners with Hard Count Athletics in the heart of New Orleans. Part of his things he does is he provides children in New Orleans, boys and girls, a safe and productive environment to develop their football skills. So girls are invited to his football skills camp as well. He is always looking forward to helping these kids achieve their dreams, get in the NFL, go to college, get scholarships, get whatever they need to get to the next level. So those are his 4 things and programs. You can see everything Tyrann Mathieu is trying to do in the NFL and trying to do in communities to provide proper education, educational tools and resources, helping teachers, helping underprivileged families with meals, backpacks, youth camps, whatever they need. And for that, now that I've researched this foundation, I'm a huge Honey Badger fan. So that is Tyrann Mathieu's foundation.
let's go.
All right. We also have a small clip to show. So let's see a little bit more of what Kate has shared today about Tyrann Mathieu's foundation.
If it will play.
Most important thing is how well y'all listen today. I know y'all gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with y'all. But the most important thing, we trying to see if y'all can follow instructions and y'all can run from one drill to the next. So today, we're at the Heart of the Badger camp. Hey, remember y'all stopping y'all feet. Y'all gotta keep running y'all. Y'all can't just come to a stop. We gotta go get the man. Whoever got the ball, we go get him. We don't stop and wait for him. Teach these guys how to, practice hard, play hard, show them what effort looks like and what, attention to detail looks like. So it's a little bit of teaching, but mostly, it's a day of, just running around having a lot of fun. Hey! Get so what? I'm home now. It's cool to be back. And it's cool for these kids to kind of see me, as a Saint in this next progression of my career. Oh yeah! The hustle, boy. It ain't about the size of the dog. It's about the size of the fighting the dog. You know what I'm saying? You right here. We're gonna step back and let them go. We're gonna run out 5 yards. We're gonna run the end 5 yards. Oh yeah! I think being here, 365 days of the year, I think it's gonna be a great thing not only for me, but for my foundation as well. Yeah, dog. Oh yeah, sure. Shout out, dog. Keep going, boy. We'll be playing on Sundays in a minute, boy.
Wow.
That was cute.
Awesome.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, that was cute. I like seeing all the kids running around, playing, and excited to be around him.
Excited, yeah, absolutely. Oh, that was awesome.
So now I'm a Honey Badger fan because of that.
That's amazing.
I'm fans of these guys because of what they're doing.
That's amazing because I can tell you, I know that we don't think about it, but if you don't have high-speed internet in your classroom and if your students don't have devices, they're already behind because it's the 21st century. And so it doesn't mean, I think it gets a better rap because people are like, oh, they're just on the computers. No, it's teaching them how to use the technology in the right way. They need those skills. Every job now asks you to know some basic computation. some basic skill on navigating, right? All these different applications and stuff. And so, yeah, you need high speed internet research, right? Like, kids have to do a lot of research to get a lot of projects done. So I can tell you that what he's doing is amazing. Not just the supplies, but like the actual equipment, because it's so expensive. So a lot of times, a lot of communities, and he's right, it's usually, unfortunately, communities of color and rural communities are the ones that are always lacking a lot of these things that you normally will see at a suburban school or a really nice school that people kind of take for granted. They don't realize that 30 minutes away in a much less prevalent community, these students don't have access, or it's very limited or it's not good, right? It's very shoddy. It's not, and so I honestly appreciate what he's doing because it's so important. Like it really does elevate education and really puts these students who are usually disadvantaged at an equal playing field as everyone else. So kudos to him doing that. So thanks, Tyron.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tyron. That was awesome. And I do think I'm going to become a honey badger too, because I think I could donate to that. I think that's a great cause to donate to. That warmed my heart. Like Delilah said, seeing the excitement on the kid's face, playing the game, not being afraid. I mean, whether it's a girl or a boy, still treating them all equal. I think that is amazing. I think that's it just warms my heart.
I had to donate as soon as I did my research. I was like, here, go help them.
Absolutely. Oh man. And if you didn't know, Delilah is a teacher. It hits home for a lot of people that are teachers that don't have a lot of equipment. So the fact that he doesn't even mind just giving his money towards real valuable things in school. You know what I'm saying? You can donate pencils and pens and paper, but when it comes to technology and the expensive items, and he doesn't mind donating the expensive items, computers and all the other things. Like she said, internet is valuable. Some schools don't.
Huge.
Crazy. We're talking about school systems now in 2022 where all this money is going all over the world. It's not being given to the students, man. So I'm glad that we have out there who do make some money and that don't mind giving back the right way.
I love it. And my dad was in education for 41 years. My sister for 30. My brother's a professor, so I have a house of educators. So I understand what the needs are and how challenging it can be. And I just love that he's willing to do what he's doing and give back to his community. And I'm glad he's back home where he wanted to be and he's achieving his dreams and goals.
Absolutely. Oh man, that was a great one. So if you didn't know, now you know. Please go look up the Tyrann Mathieu Foundation. He's doing all of these foundations. He's giving turkeys. He's giving technology. He's reaching back to the community. He's doing great things. So just like us, and we're gonna go look it up and do what we can. Please, you do the same thing.
I love it. I know. And I know some of those people are like, turkeys, and I'm like, it's not about the turkey. It's about what that holiday represents.
Absolutely.
Right. So kudos to him.
Very happy about that. All right, ladies, it is about that time where we have to talk about our favorite players of last week. Who was hot? Who was not? Man, this is an exciting segment because we all really have, good minds. And when we watch the game, we're like, wow, this player outshined everybody else and just brought some light to our minds. So let's go ahead. Delilah, tell us who your hot player of last week was.
Let me say that was okay. So my hot player of last week was Travis Kelce because yes, kudos to Patty. I got you, girl. I know he's coming up soon, but he's the one who caught so far. But the craziest stat is that he didn't have huge receptions, right? No. It wasn't 100 yards, 25 yards. Total receptions, but all of them were where they counted, which is the end zone. So it's 4 touchdowns. He was in the right place. I love Travis Kelce, not only because he's a good-looking man, but he's super funny. He's super funny and talented. I love that he's been tweeting out the Al Bundy meme, right? 4 touchdowns in a single game.
I love
he's been tweeting all of that and saying how when he was younger, that was his favorite, role model and football player. So I like his personality. And yeah, that's wild. Okay. 4 touchdowns, 25, 27 total yards. It's like, I mean, that is like a crazy stat to have. It wasn't like, you know, how we have all these monster receivers, no hate
Oh,
on them,
yeah.
right? Who get like 100 yards, 150, you know, really crazy yards. But here
Right.
comes Travis. It's like 4 touchdowns, and it was just like he just
Have
walked
you-
in there.
have you,
25 yards. That's what he had. 25 yards,
That's-
7 receptions.
It was just what he needed. But have you guys ever watched his podcast with his brother?
so
It's
yeah, they're
dynamite.
funny.
I
Yeah.
Funny.
love watching his podcast with his brother Jason,
So yeah, so
who plays for that team.
that team. Hey, listen, not everybody can play on the same team, okay?
No, but I'm just saying, they are so fun together.
But hey, you know what? I just, again, like Travis Kelce, you were where you needed to be for Patty Mahomes to get where he needed, and like give them the lead so that they could come back from behind.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Yes.
They came back from a 17-0 deficit and just said, nah, we're not gonna go down like that.
Nope.
So like, again, Travis Kelce, probably one of the coolest tight ends right now. And now, honestly, they're adding him to like that elite status, like that Tony
He is
Gonzalez,
elite.
like that
Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez type of status. He,
Those
you know, and
numbers can't
he's
deny.
earned it. Yeah, he's earning it because, you know, he's out there doing what he needs to do, right? Our big tight ends, we always want to make sure that they're out there getting these receptions. When you can't get to the wide receiver, we want our tight ends to be that backup to make sure they're getting us those points. And he's getting it done. So honestly, he should be considered kind of one of the elites to me, in my opinion, you know? So
I
kudos to you,
agree.
sir.
Let's
Keep
go,
doing what
Travis.
you're doing, Travis.
Well, shoot, I can segue right into mine right now. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the quarterback who threw it to Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. When I tell you guys, Patrick Mahomes he's a type of player that you can't count out. Like, he's starting to be like, I know not a current Aaron Rodgers, but an Aaron Rodgers where you just cannot count them out. If they have the ball with a minute left and they need to win the game, trust me, he's that type of player. And like Delilah said, it was literally 20-0, and 10 points came back in the second quarter to at least try to get halfway. And then after, I don't know what the pep talk was in halftime, but after halftime, they were like, oh, they out there talking trash. The Raiders are out here thinking that they got us. Let's go out here and show them. And that, matter of fact, I don't know if you guys think this, ladies, but I'm thinking in my head, something must have been said to Travis because they purposely kept going to him. So
Yep.
something, maybe a defensive player may have said something, talk some trash, because as you saw, Mahomes was like talking, back and forth, getting rowdy. And you don't really see Patrick Mahomes get rowdy.
No.
No, he's usually actually pretty calm. Even
Yeah.
when he's getting sacked and like bullied around and stuff, he usually keeps his composure. Like, he's not like the rest of his family, okay?
No.
Not like the brother, for
But-
sure.
Losing Tyreek Hill, he's really like, had to readjust his play thoughts, how he schemes, where he goes. So maybe losing Tyreek Hill has brought his game to the next level where he's now playing at that next level to be more like an Aaron Rodgers. I'll say that very reluctantly, but
Or maybe he's always had it. Maybe he's always had it. And the fact that he had a Tyreek Hill, it was like a clutch. So people would automatically use that. You have him to throw to. So of course you're good. Now he's just showing the world that he absolutely can play with anybody. And if you make him mad enough, he can actually show out. Because
and he's got some creative passes. Those like
Yes.
little shovel passes and those he
Roll
like
up.
does this thing and he's just like here and they get it and they go.
True. That was
Absolutely.
wild. I want to see more of those 360 passes.
Yeah. I'm just like, how does he get away with that? Most people would be intercepted with those.
It's like a Madden game. Like, the thing is, there was one play where I think he was literally getting ready to get sacked. He was able to turn around, get away from him, throw it down to Kelce. It's just, I think that he is very
it's
poised,
wild.
comfortable. I think that he's not afraid, and the fact that he was able to throw 4 touchdowns was just a beautiful thing. It just was awesome, awesome, awesome. 292 yards. And you think about it, he wasn't playing that great in the first half.
No.
Something must have been done to be like, all right, guys, put it on my shoulders. I'm going to lead y'all to the promised land. And
the roughing the passer that was called on Carr, but not on him, even though it was the same hit.
Thank you. What in the world?
Anyway.
What a game. I'm on the other side, the Raiders, oh God, but what a game for the Chiefs to be able to shut the noise up, because when you start talking trash, you better be able to back it up. And I don't think the Raiders are able to back it up. So sorry, but as you can see, we're going for the Kansas City this week. All right, Kate, I know you're going to switch it up on us. Who was your hot player this week?
My hot players is a hot trio from the Buffalo Mafia Bills. I have Janae's massive piece of magic, Mr. Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. Those 3 balled out. They
sure did. They sure did.
And they made those Steelers look like chump change. So,
crazy. Weren't we like shocked though? Because I thought Pickens was going to be able to do something.
No, Pickens. But anyway, Josh Allen had 466 yards. He also had 4 touchdowns. He had a 64.5 passer completion rating, and his passer rating was 134.1. Give this man an MVP this year. I'm telling you, he is the front runner for MVP. If you don't have him as your front runner, you're crazy. The massive piece of magic is doing his thing, and he's telling the world the Bills are going to about ready to win a Super Bowl, because I think they have it in them. And Stephon Diggs, 8 catches, 102 yards, 1 touchdown. Gabe Davis, his premier receiver that game, 3 touchdowns, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, these 3 guys are playing money. We're talking about, we always were looking at Higgins and Jamar Chase are the premier with Joe Burrow. We're thinking of all these different combinations of receivers and quarterbacks as being the dynamics, but Josh Allen's got 2 of the best, and they're playing like they want it all. And so I am so behind Bills Mafia and watching them play and take over the world in the NFL, and watching Josh Allen go, give me that MVP. Take Rodgers, take all these old men like Rodgers and Brady out of the talk, and you're going to give that to me this year. Because this youngster deserves that trophy more than any player in the NFL right now. The AFC is crazy.
Come on, Anthony. You're going to have to remix it. Come on, baby. Magic. Massive magic.
I'm just telling you that the AFC up in NY, the Bills, the Mafia, it's just wild. It's crazy. And Josh Allen, Diggs, and Davis were the bomb.com.
Absolutely. Hey, Ben, ticket. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this game.
Of the playoffs.
That's going to be great.
Playoffs last year. The playoffs, it went down to the wire. We thought the Bills was going to, they got it. And I'm freaking screaming because I didn't bet my life savings on the Bills. And I'm like, oh my God, it's over. Patrick Mahomes pulls a Patrick Mahomes and beats us.
I know.
All I gotta say is, but Patrick Mahomes hasn't seen Von Miller yet.
Oh,
Mr. Von.
Mr. Von. He is able to hold down the defenses. So that should be a great game next week.
It's going to be good, man.
Oh, the Mafia defense is just lights out this season.
Yes. So
those are my hot players. I'm going with the Bills.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you guys to write what your hot player was. I know you're thinking of a player that just outshined last week, and we want to know who you think because we want to highlight them too. All right, guys. So we got to move on, though, to one of our favorite segments. We have just added this for this season, but you can't have a ladies' show without some NFL drama. Man, we've had some drama this week, ladies. Matter of fact,
Yes,
some
we
drama
have.
just dropped today.
Yes, we
Oh.
have.
Man. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that we could talk about. But so, ladies, I'm going to do the first one. Let's talk about how Brett Favre finally responds, but takes
Oh,
no credit, no accountability for what he did, saying that it's the media that's smearing him. But I believe in the text message that leaked, he says, what do we need to do to make sure that the media doesn't find out what was
Exactly.
so it's the media, but it's the same people that you were worried about. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds a little fishy to me. What y'all think, ladies?
it sounds like a man
full
of
of it.
privilege that is trying to get away with making it sound like he's not
Yeah.
guilty, and like he's like Shaggy saying it wasn't me, but
Yeah.
it was you. And you did do this, and you did
Yeah.
ask for
He
your
sure did, Anthony.
ex-governor to take $5 million out of a welfare fund and put it into your freaking daughter's volleyball courts and whatnot. So you can take your little privileged butt to the courts and you can fight this. And I hope your butt gets locked up in jail for the rest of your life because you did
Anthony.
some shady shit that you shouldn't have done.
I'm not laughing at the situation. I love Anthony Handy. That's all. He's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony's great.
But listen, yes, I agree. Like we got your like the receipts, they're there. We got your text messages. But of course he had to release a statement, right? So he has to just go. I agree with Anthony K. He's gotta go full Shaggy and just keep deny. Like as much as possible.
Absolutely.
Like, but I think it's wild that but this is just not the first time we see where this happened where someone privileged gets busted and then they're like, oh no, it wasn't me. Like, no,
Yep.
that's they try to do like the Wizard of Oz trying to distract you, like don't look behind the curtain, right? Like don't look behind the curtain type thing.
And
And we're like, no, we're gonna look, okay? We're gonna look.
you see this big old giant of a person, and then
Right?
this little weeny little man.
Yeah,
and
we're gonna look, all right.
he did
No,
not.
he got caught. He got caught, and now he's got to backpedal.
And the thing is, like, the media is so protecting him in this. Here we have Devontae Adams tackled a cameraman that was in his way. Literally, they showed the video. The guy walked right in front of him. He's just, I think, frustration. Yes, he pushed him down, but now he's been charged and accused of his crime. But here's Brett Favre out here doing what he's doing, and the media barely wants to cover it. It's not on ESPN.
That baby tap that Adams did all week long.
Yep.
This man steals all this money from the government.
Right. And then, like, the whole, like, Myles Garrett thing, you saw that all over the media. You saw, it's starting to look a little fishy in the media on what they're choosing to cover and what they're not choosing to cover. And Brett Favre deserves to be covered.
Thank you. Shannon Sharp said it, man. If you guys don't watch The Undisputed, he called him out. He's like, look,
he did 100%.
Y'all,
I love Shannon Sharp. I love Shay Shay.
I feel like we need Anthony Handy to get
I know he does the best
breakdown.
impression. He does. He does the best impression of Shay Shay ever.
Yes, he does.
But nah, like I agree with Kate. RG3 said this too, and I know people were like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Okay, what they did is apples and oranges," but that's not what his comment was about. His comment was that everybody's covering. I'm gonna put it out there. They're covering what Black athletes have done.
Yeah.
Okay, they're covering Black athletes' misdeeds.
Yeah.
But this man literally stole from poor people in the poorest state. This is the poorest state in the union.
Yup.
Okay.
Barely.
Literally the poorest. So when you're stealing from a welfare fund, you're literally stealing from the poorest people in the country. And so that 100% needs to be covered way more than what this has happened, because that's going to go away. By the way, it came out that all that Devontae's going to give like a citation and like $1,000 fine or something like that. Cause it wasn't assault. It wasn't that big of a deal. And basically that's what they're saying. Like when they were looking at the degrees of it, it's like a citation and he maybe has to pay a fine.
Right.
He's probably has $1,000 in his pocket. He could just hand over to the judge. Here you go. You know what I mean?
I guarantee if you did that, you'd be in jail.
Right.
Right now.
So, but I wish I could push down a fire. As a woman, I wish I could defend myself that way, because that would be great.
Right.
But in any case, so I get what we're saying. Like the coverage of the misdeeds, for me, yes, I think there should be more coverage. No one should let the Brett Favre thing die down. He stole $5 million and then put it into his daughter's volleyball team. So that's basically what we're saying. Yeah, all these fools gonna get this work. I agree.
Yep.
Right? Let's make sure everybody's getting equal coverage, and we're talking about everybody equally. But to me, you're stealing $5 million versus a shove, and then a punch in the face.
Right.
Hey, but we can segue right into that, ladies, because we also did have some more drama. It looks like Davante Adams cannot control himself after a game and cannot politely wait till somebody can just go ahead and get out of his way.
We're going to go into that one right after this one. I love it. See, we treat things equally, by the way, on this show.
I know. It's crazy.
Everybody gets shouted out. But the thing is, ladies, you think he's gotten concussions and he got a concussion?
Absolutely not.
His back is
absolutely not.
What a payday. What a payday.
Like I said, it came out that it's not even like they don't even consider a misdemeanor. Like it's not even that.
Thank you.
Can I just say, Justin Timberlake has the best song for that, cameraman. Cry me a river. Yeah. Cry me. I mean, come on.
How fast? I've never even seen somebody press charges so fast. Like, you got pushed. The very next 30 minutes, they're like, oh, he's pressing charges. I'm like, dang, he can't sleep. I was like, it hasn't even been 24 hours. Really?
No.
But this is a lesson.
He probably had someone chirping in his ear. Go to the police. Go to the police.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's a lesson to Davante. You can't, even though, I know you're probably upset, and he shouldn't have walked right past you because he knew the players were through. But you got to control yourself because, you never know who's watching. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You never know. And he did say that he felt bad about it. So,
he apologized right away. He didn't even take 5 minutes.
Accountability. Brett Favre, accountability. I did it. And I'm going to
take ownership for the fact that you have done what you've done. If more people took ownership for the things that they've done, this world would be a better place. He cried harder. Oh, you did not, Kyle. You did not.
That's funny. I love you, Kyle.
Oh, man. Ladies,
that was funny as heck. That's funny as heck.
You're calling me Superwoman in one comment, and then you're bringing up my man in another.
That's it.
That's just not right.
That's what happens when you're in the NFC South division, right? And you're a Falcons fan. But
and what happened to your Falcons? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh wow! Listen, I agree. I think. Was it taken out of proportion? Yes. I think, honestly, a friend of mine was saying, I bet you if he would have helped that dude up instead of walking over him and around him, it might have been a little, you know what I'm saying? Just at that point, just be like, oh, bro, I'm sorry, right there and then, pick them up and be like, I'm sorry, I didn't, mean it. I was out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Something at that point. But he let too much time go by. That
And
let
he
the man.
walked past. He just walked past him.
That's what I'm saying. That man went straight to the hospital because he saw the money sign in his
Yeah.
eyeballs. He went straight to the hospital. Because I was
Paycheck.
reading the ESPN article, and they're like, he went straight to the hospital afterwards. Then Devontae addressed it, but he addressed it to reporters. Like,
Yeah.
then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," blah 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 blah. Now, basically, what's gonna happen? He ain't gonna go to jail, y'all. You need to relax. Come on now, this is Devontae
Oh,
Adams. He
Anthony.
ain't going to jail. He'll pay the fine, and then he'll write a check to this man, and we'll never hear about
No.
this again. He
Absolutely.
might get a one. He might get a 1-day suspension, though. They're saying,
Yeah.
So,
I doubt it.
I doubt he'll.
I don't know.
anything.
I think they will suspend him because they suspended Mike Evans one game for punching, what's his name during the Saints game.
But this was a light tap.
Oh, I know, but I feel like
Yeah.
they're probably seeing it as, even though that was on the field against a player. I'm thinking that because of that incident, they might still suspend him a game just to be like.
Oh man, that sucks.
Wait, if I'm the Raiders, I'd be super like, oh my god, they're gonna suspend him because that's your guy.
Absolutely.
Right?
You're already losing games. You can't lose Devontae
Right?
Adams.
No more, like no more at all. But ladies, we have to finish off the NFL drama.
Let's go. It's too good today.
Yes, with what happened today. Dan Snyder. Apparently, he has hired an investigator to dig into all the other owners because he don't want to be the only owner that's been put out there.
And he investigated Goodell, the commissioner, too. He's
Goodell.
investigating everybody. You
He's
get an investigation. You get an investigation.
So we will say allegedly. My
It is alleged,
right?
Co-host Delilah always reminds me about allegedly. I have to say this. This is allegedly, but guys, does it really matter? Like, does it really matter that now you want to take the limelight off of you, which you still haven't paid the price for? You want to take the limelight off of you and now shine it on everybody else to threaten. You know what I'm saying? You and let's get this straight. Dan has money. Dan Snyder has money.
Right.
But when you want to go against all 31 other teams, your money will say nothing. Like, they will make sure that whatever you have to put out there will be shut down.
unless he leaks it, like's been happening with Gruden. Remember?
That's
Right.
it.
Remember where all of a sudden these emails, all this stuff appeared,
Yeah.
and now Gruden was gone, and he said it too. Gruden was like, "Yeah, I might be a jerk, but he also was saying like, it ain't just me."
Right?
I was writing people when I wrote this stuff. Like, I was writing an email to myself.
Right. So, I believe, I honestly, like, I know it's allegedly, but billionaires are like that. When you mess with their money and their
Yep.
power and their prestige, they can hire all sorts of folks to dig up dirt,
Yep,
like
they
very
can.
easily. Like, it's nothing to them. This is pennies to these people. They're billionaires, right?
Right.
Multi-millionaires, like money that we can't even like think of. Like, it's just that type of money that they got, right?
That's why I said no matter what.
Yeah.
You know,
So, like, does he have dirt? I believe him 100%. Like,
That's
now,
what
will he
time
take
call
that?
for desperate measures.
Will he take down the whole organization? I agree with Janae. I feel like someone's gonna step in and be like, "What? How much do you want to be quiet?"
Right.
Because we've seen it, right? Like, in other, maybe not in the NFL, but we've seen when rich people get threatened, all of a sudden people start disappearing, or they're quieted, or they go elsewhere, or all of a sudden you hear about it again, right? Because you're threatening their money and their power, and that's something they don't want. So
Right.
I feel like that's why he said this. Honestly, I feel like it was strategic. He's like, listen, you all either gonna keep me here or I'm going down.
Oh, definitely.
like, how do you actually believe him? You're going down, so are you willing to have everybody down with you? But
What
also,
the shit?
can we believe you? You won't even admit what you're already accused
Right.
of. Even though you've done. Can we believe what you're
Man.
No.
All right, what you think, Kate?
What?
What do you think, Kate? Janae? I know I have my piece. What y'all think?
I just think he's grasping at straws right now. When you're put in a hole, you try to do whatever you can to dig out, and he's trying to dig out of this hole he's created because let's admit he's trying to deflect from the fact of what he's done, why they want him out as owner, and all the women in everything he's done. So when the back's against the wall, you do desperate things, and desperate times call for desperate measures, and he's looking like a desperate man, and he's doing everything he can possibly to save his butt. But in the end, Dan Snyder, you've done what you've done. You've dug your own hole, and I hope you never get out of it, because those Commanders deserve so much better than you. Because you're a dirty ass man. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I think he feels like he has Robert Kraft clout, because come on, let's pretend like let's pretend Robert Kraft is not. We know what he did with the massage parlors down in Florida.
Right.
So I guess he feels like
about it. They ain't even talking about it.
Right.
No.
So I feel like he probably is like thinking he is something similar. But I think every time he opens his mouth, though, he makes it worse. That's really what it is. Robert Kraft wasn't tweeting stuff, saying stuff. Like he just was like, listen, it's gonna go away. I'm gonna sit at the sidelines, let my lawyers handle it. Anytime something comes up about Jerry Jones, remember, like all these people came out like last month, all these women too. You don't hear about that anymore. He's
you
like
got children other places. I'm telling you, when you're gonna go against, you may have money. Now, don't get me wrong, Dan Snyder has money.
Right.
But when you go against the league, like Nicole says, country before trying to spill tea on the NFL Nation because it's too strong.
Right.
31 other teams, they have way more money than you, and they can you up. So whatever you say, they can. I think it would dig a whole nother can of worms.
I do think so. I think so too. I mean, he went after his boy too, Jerry Jones. They're like best friends.
We also know that the NFL is holding on to things about him.
Oh yeah,
don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's true.
The Commanders have enough problems.
They need better. Yeah, they deserve better than
the Commanders have so many more problems.
Honestly, they should just buy him out. Like they have the money, just buy him out. That's what they did with Stern in the NBA, or Sterling in the NBA. Same thing. They're like, look what happened to the owner of Phoenix. They did the same thing. He resigned. Come on, everybody's like, get out of here, bro. Like, we're done, right? So, same thing. All these guys need to just get together and just push this guy out. Give the whole team to his wife, because then she own like 50% of it, and be like, here you go, get for the rest of it.
I agree.
I mean, Washington has enough problems right now with their team, their record, their coach, their quarterback. Every coach is calling out the quarterback. They have enough problems going on. They don't need an owner that's causing more chaos for them.
And I guarantee you, I know we're getting ready to end on this, but I guarantee it's not going to go down. So whatever Dan Snyder comes up with,
I'm sad Sean couldn't come on to give us his.
It's okay. He's out there. He's watching the game. All good.
Okay. He was a little afraid to have a conversation about this Thursday night prediction, Washington versus the Bears.
To be fair, we did it yesterday on his show. So
so what did he say? Did he think that they were going to win?
Yes. I mean, they both did, but to be fair, so did we, and we're both like struggling teams. So someone's got to win. So we don't be a Nick would set our piece.
The game is the first quarter is almost over, and both teams have nothing.
Yeah, see, that's about. And I see now. People thought it was crazy when I was like, "It is not going to be a shootout, a high scoring game." I said it was like
field goals. It's going to be like 6-9.
That's what I said. Like I said Bears by a field goal. I didn't even say anything crazy, nothing flashy. I was being very
if they
everybody was
up for Thursday night, they can just go ahead and take Thursday night games away.
I already I know, it's not that I don't root for my team. I'm just being like realistic. Like if we do win, it'll be by like a field goal. I was like, and I was being a little generous when I said like 21-23.
14. Ooh.
Yeah, like I could totally see that. I would not be surprised, honestly, when Kyle says that. But he's probably right.
Y'all gonna score a touchdown. It's gonna be a field goal game.
It's gonna
Like-
be a 6-9 or something.
Like, it's gonna be wild. Like I'm like,
Who
man.
knows? There might be a safety thrown in there. It could be like
Who knows?
10-6.
But anyway, but this is what this was my feeling all along. That's I was like, we might win by a field goal. But our kickers are solid. So, Cairo.
No, if you win, this is major for the Bears.
Win.
Yeah.
Field goal. It don't be a touch.
First 6 games. I don't think 6 games. That's a great thing. That's actually a great thing that you guys can possibly tie it up. Have a 3-3. I really want the Washington Commanders to have a 1-5.
You know what? Blasphemy will stop now. I will not allow any Let's Talk Football production to have this blasphemy smoking. It is 0-0. We are in
The
this thing.
producers in the room.
Today, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've told you, Janae, the race is not
entrance
given to
ever.
the swift. No, the battle to the strong, but to those
What an
that
entrance.
endure. We're coming.
I have to let you in on the show.
Nowhere.
Don't
You
have
did
to
that.
let you in.
You did that
Let's go.
wrestling. You did that wrestling style.
Come on now.
You pop in right at the direct moment.
Let's go.
I
Come on.
That was perfect, Sean.
Oh, that was
My
so
goodness
good.
I can't believe I'm listening to this.
What
So,
timing? What
What
timing?
does your team need to do to win, Sean?
You know what? You know what we need
Uh-oh.
to do? Yeah.
I want to know.
In all honesty, what we need to do is protect the quarterback, something we've had a problem with all year long. So to try to do that, we need quick passes, screens. We need to run the ball, and we need to do it successfully. We started doing it a little bit earlier, but we've got to continue to do that. And we got to do some play action pass. Look, what I've seen and what I know of the Chicago defense, they're right up in front. They're blitzing. They're coming at you. We have to take advantage of that speed that they have on defense. And play action right off that. Hit Cole Turner. Hit John Bates. We need to get those guys involved because at the end of the day, that defense for y'all, I am very scared, especially with our O-line, because our O-line is.
So why isn't he
Suspect.
going to Sam Howell? If Carson Wentz isn't doing it, why isn't Sam Howell in there doing it?
Well, I mean, how are we saying Carson Wentz isn't doing it? He's had 3 games this year for over 300 yards, 1 for 4 touchdowns. A week ago, he had 3. Like, he's getting the job, or 2 had 2. He's getting the job done, but he has 2 seconds to throw the ball. He's not being given these opportunities. And then on the same token, we got a lot going on. Like you said, like you guys were talking about, the Dan Snyder, all that mess going on. Our coach wants to call out our quarterback and doesn't know what he's supposed to be saying, this, and that. We are dealing with a lot, okay? Our O-line is struggling. He's not having that much time to go. I'm not with all these people that are like, jump off. A lot of people look at this 1-4 record, and they're just like, oh, my goodness, all right, the season's over. It's not. We were 1 play away from winning the game. Get out of here. Get out of here, Janae. Don't do that, all right? We were 1 play away from winning the game a week ago. We shut out Philly in the second half. Dallas, I'm not even going to talk about that because we've already gone down that road, okay? We've been in these games. We're not.
You guys hear that violin? Is there a violin?
I don't hear
playing right
anything.
now? Is he trying to make a pitch
Can't
to
wait.
the
I
board?
can't wait. Look, I'm going to say it right now. Last game of the year, Washington, Dallas. We are going to beat Dallas and keep them out of the playoffs. Mark my words. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Let's go.
Oh, Sean, I love you.
Well, I think I do think that you may beat us because at that time we'll be comfortably sitting our starters, and you guys can take full advantage
Oh, my
of
goodness.
our back.
Well,
But you ain't taking us out no playoffs. You
Oh,
ain't
we just sacked Carson Wentz. You sacked our quarterback. We sacked yours.
Hey! I don't even know what's going on. I can't even hear the headphones. Wait.
Today's show. I don't know what's happening, but I'm a fan.
Wow, you look good on the
Wait,
show.
1 second. Dude,
Ooh,
this
she
is not
does look
working.
good.
You need to be on our
Oh.
show more.
So sorry.
Ooh, you're looking good.
Woo! Hey, Katie, congratulations.
Thank you.
I literally just, got home about 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, but I was on the phone. But congratulations, my friend. I'm
Thank
so happy
you.
for you.
I
That's
am
the
so
best
happy.
Best
that
news.
I have amazing friends and family like you guys behind me all the way. So that's all that I need is just all your love and support. But
Real
yes.
quick, is this live going on? Did I just
Yes.
interrupt the show?
Yes. Thank
You're
you for the
live in the
interruption.
show right now, girl.
You're live in the color, ma'am.
Oh my god! I thought you guys were just doing like this talk about this game, and you guys are like, "Oh
No, you're live. You're live.
You're with us.
Your fiance hijacked our show all of a sudden, and that's now you're in on it. So
Let's
it's
go,
beautiful.
I did not know." And you know what? This one here, if he knows better, he shouldn't be getting too hyped yet. It's too early on, and I always say wait until the game is over, then talk smack.
Absolutely.
Katie knows this.
Yep.
I Michigan State game.
I'm
That
not
game, do
saying
I talk at
anything-
all the whole week before? I don't say anything. And then if we do happen to win, I blast it all over a Facebook. Back to
Yeah.
Ladies Take Over. So sorry. I love you guys.
No,
I love you, Katie.
wait.
I
Hold on.
love
Wait,
you
one
too.
second. Hey,
Yes.
Cat. We gotta wait. I just gotta say, I think it's all this is payback to where he tried to fly you to Detroit. So then that way your team would lose, and then your team won. So it's all payback because he was trying to be too cocky from the first win.
Well, hey, I will let you know. I loved every single moment of that game in Detroit because I did not have to say one word because my friend's sons, they were hackling him the whole time.
Oh, I love
It was amazing. And then
Let's
the day before, we had Katie who took us to the big house. Like, seriously, if you ever want to go to a Michigan game, you got to go with Katie. And here I'm a Spartan, and you're hearing me say this. I appreciate it. And Katie will agree. Was I a good fan that day?
Yes.
Even though it's my rival team, you would have never known.
I tried to give them the VIP experience of a Michigan football game.
And
Aw,
she did.
That's nice.
I met Juwan Howard.
I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures.
She
That's
got to meet my boy and got to meet other people, and we had a great tailgate experience.
Yes. She's got good people. So you
That's-
guys ever want to go to the big house, Katie knows how to treat you at the big house.
I'll make sure I do
All
it.
right.
When-
But
once
hey,
one
go
is older
green.
enough.
And I'm trying to get to the Penn State game on Saturday, so
Good for you. Good for you.
Love it.
Crossing my fingers, but we'll talk later. Have a fabulous time. I'll let
VIP,
Sean
we
get
don't
back
need an
on.
ID. Nope, no
I
ID,
love you,
just
Kat.
me.
Bye, Cat.
Bye.
I know.
Bye.
I miss all of you, and I can't. Janae, we have baby stuff, and we got to see the baby. Okay?
I know before she's too big to wear the outfits.
Oh, I'm really bad about that, and then I end up having to be like, okay, is someone having a baby? Because I'm gonna sit on this again. Anyway, I love you guys.
Kat. I
Does
love
Sean
you
have
so
any more he wants to tell us?
Sean, do you have something to say, or what's happening in the game? There was a flag. I don't know. I gotta watch here.
Here,
he
give
is.
it back to Sean.
Love you.
Love you.
We appreciate you for tuning in. I think you came in the right moment. I cannot
That was
believe
fantastic.
I can't
did
believe you
not-
did that. That was
we did
cool.
not think that you were going to do this and pop in. But you know how to make a grand
You really do.
entrance.
Sean's the best.
You guys have a good night. I'm gonna try to
Good.
watch this game.
All right. Good night, Sean.
Bye.
Thank you again for the
I hope
entrance.
you lose.
Bye. That was awesome. Well, there you have it. There you have
You
it.
don't know he is the CEO of Let's Talk Football. He
Yep.
knows the game of football. He orchestrated the whole
He does.
network of this Let's Talk Football family. So I'm hyped that he did get on to talk a little bit of trash, even though I hope his team loses. So
Well, I hope so too, but not because I'm like mean, but I want my team to win.
all
I
right,
just hope it becomes a game.
exactly. All right, we got to get into it. The very last segment of the show. Truly enjoy you guys being with us, but we have to do this last segment. Ladies have the final say. We love to end the show with just anything that we want to talk about really quick, an encouraging word, just anything. And I think for me, I know I don't need to say anything. I'm just going to let Kate handle mine because I know her final say is going to be amazing today because she has a great final say. But before we get to you, Kate, Delilah, what's your final say?
What I want to say is again, it's just I want to say I'm so happy for you, Kate. Again, like great news. Honestly, it's like the best news ever, and I hope, like you said, I hope a year from now it's even better news, and that the doctor could just be like, "We're done with this," right? So honestly, I'm happy to hear that. What I wanted to say too is like, okay, so when I was coming to work today, I found a puppy on the street. I had to catch it. Me and another family had to catch it, and it was like no collar, no nothing. And so my thing is like, I love pets, okay, and I feel like a pet is an investment. And so like I really do not like when people throw their animals out in the road. Like I get it. Maybe you just thought, hey, I can't handle this anymore. But please just rehome them. There's so many things that you could do. If you can no longer take care of your animal for whatever reasons, no judgment, things happen. Please don't throw them in the street, okay? They're defenseless. They can't defend themselves, like I know everybody thinks cats are like feral, but at the same time, they also struggle on the streets and they shouldn't be in the streets either. So like, please don't throw your dogs out, okay? It was really sad. I had to like call, 311, make sure like the dog was safe. It was wild. Like that was like, it was very emotional because he was so happy and so cute. He was licking my face, and I was like, I already have a dog. I can't take this dog too. Like, because I do think about that kind of stuff. Like, can I budget?
Absolutely.
Okay, so because it's not just an emotional connection, it's a lifelong connection. You should be able to have this pet their whole lives, not your lives, because remember, your pets have sadly a shorter lifespan than you. So you want to take care of that pet, their life, and make sure they have a comfort. If you're not able to, for some reason, to handle a dog anymore, rehome this puppy. Please, there are no-kill shelters that, no questions asked, will take this dog from you and make sure to find them a home. But and puppies always get adopted a lot faster too. So it was like a Labrador dog, and I was just super emotional and stuff. And so, but I wanted to make sure that everybody knew this. If you cannot handle pets, please, for the love of God, just find there's like every state and city has somewhere that you could do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Just honestly, just please, just find a way. Yeah, I know, me too. I'm just like, just find them in your home. I promise. There's organizations out there, like it takes 2 seconds. Some of them will even come and get them, by the way. Some people actually come and pick up your pet if you can no longer, for some reason, handle it. But please don't throw them out on the street. Please don't abandon them on the road. You're leaving them to die. I'm not going to lie, because it's very difficult although there's people who always scour the streets, there are beautiful volunteers that spend their days literally trying to rescue animals, but that's only a few people, right? So just please think about it. Like, they love you unconditionally. They have no idea what's going on. The last person they saw is the person they thought was going to take care of them. So please, for the love of God, just find them a new place. Don't throw them out, okay? That's all so sorry, Kate, I'm so happy for you, but
I totally agree with what you just said.
But that's my final thought.
Amazing final say, because we all see animals on the side of the road, and it's really sad because people will just drive by and just not even.
I always call through. I always call. If I can't catch it, I call and I give a description of where I saw the animal at. Like if I can't safely help, then I'm calling like, oh my God, I found blah, blah, blah. Please go. Like I always.
That was beautiful. Oh, I love it. We all need to be doing that. That was touching. Oh gosh, yes. Please make sure you do that, Delilah. That was a great Ladies Have the Final Say. I'm not gonna be able to do one today because I am just not feeling too hot, guys. But we have made it through the show, so just keep me in your prayers. Just feeling a little under the weather, but it's not COVID. I got tested. I am good to go. So Quinn is okay. So don't think that something's going on with Quinn. So Me and Sarah are definitely taking care of her, but I think she is the healthiest person in the room. So, Kate, what is your final say?
Janae, I think you'll appreciate this one. My cancer battle has also been about Wonder Woman and the strength and courage of her, but it's also been, if I can do this without crying, the Bible verse Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And I learned today God's not done with me yet.
Come on.
And he's got a plan for me, and he's got a purpose for me, and he's got hope and a future for me. And to know that God is keeping me safe from cancer is the greatest gift he could ever give me.
Yeah.
Because it's been a struggle, it's been a battle. I don't know if I've ever shared this on the show, but like the first few weeks without being able to use my limbs, I had to feel like a 2-year-old. My mom had to bathe me, had to wash my hair. Nora we had drains to empty. There's so much to it. So the fact that he's not done with me yet is it's beautiful. It's a testament that, God works these awful things to good, and he gives you the peace that is beyond understanding. And my sermon to you guys is find your peace and your plan and your purpose and rest in it, because there is a plan and a purpose for everyone in this family.
Absolutely.
And there's a plan and a purpose for you in your life, and you use these struggles and you use these things in your life to bring victory to other people, that you can get through these things, and that there's a power greater than you that's going to help you get through it.
Yeah.
And beyond God and beyond my family, I've had all of you. I can't tell you how much I love all of you. I can't tell you enough. I am blessed beyond measure, and my cup runneth over because of you ladies and because of this family. I love you too, Kyle, and I love everyone in this family. I know it can be dysfunctional, and we go at it in chat groups and everything else, but I love everybody. Everybody, even the ones that battle me about Tom Brady. I love you. My love for you all is so unconditional, and I can take it and go, and just know that your life has planned a purpose. Your life has a purpose. You have a purpose in this world. And don't ever feel like you don't have a plan and a purpose, because you do. And your life is meaningful. Your life to me is meaningful. You are all meaningful to me. And I don't want to do this life without any of you. And I can't wait to meet you all and hug you all and embrace you all someday, because I'm blessed.
Gosh.
So my final say is just know you have a plan and a purpose, and your life is meaningful. And God will get you through it, or whoever you look to will get you through it. And we are here to get you through whatever you need to get through, because we are a family.
Yes, we are.
So my final say is you have a plan, you have a purpose, and you are meaningful, and your life's meaningful, because I know God thinks my life is meaningful, because he is sparing me from a disease that could take me, and he doesn't want to take me. So that's my final say.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yes.
Come on, Pastor Janae, you gotta give us something on that. Come on.
Give
us
man. That was just so freaking phenomenal, man. Gosh, that just gave me chills. But she's right. We all have a purpose, It's just like Delilah. All of these things tie into each other. We all believe, we have a purpose. We may get down. We may feel like, God may forgot about us, or the world has forgotten about us, or we're not valued. But we have to remember that we have a purpose, because there'll be a day just like Kate right now, who may have thought last night that this could be the night before she finds out the devastating news. But surround yourself with people. I had a purpose to speak some good things into Kate. Delilah, you had purpose to pick up that dog today and make sure that dog got there safe. Everybody individually has a purpose, and we have to remember that days may seem bad. Days may seem like, tomorrow is going to be a bad day. But we have to remember that if we keep pushing step by step, foot by foot, we're going to be able to make it. And we have a purpose. There's a reason why each and every one of us are here today. There's a reason why we have the attitude. Sorry, don't call right now, Mom. But at the end of the day, there's a reason why, we are here. And we have to remember that even in the bad days, even in the days where we don't feel valued, even in the days that we don't feel like people see us, we are valuable. We are priceless. There is nobody like Delilah. There is nobody like Kate. There's nobody like Nicole. There's nobody like Kyle. There's nobody like Sean. There's nobody like Anthony. There's nobody like us, and we have a purpose. So tomorrow when you wake up, no matter how down you feel about a certain situation, you have a purpose. And I'm just so glad that you ladies shared that today. You guys shared your stories, because believe it or not, by you telling your testimony, Kate, somebody is listening that may be going through the same thing. By Delilah, by you mentioning the fact that you always call and check on animals when you see them on the side of the road, maybe that pricks somebody on here to do the same thing, because we have purposes. We may not know when we're saying it, but people are feeling what we're going through. So, man, I'm so glad that you guys are doing this show with me. I feel like every time I always have tears in my eyes, because you guys just bring so much life into me. Thank you guys so much for joining on the show. Sean, we love you. Thank you for tuning in. Kat, thank you for tuning in. I don't think you can end on a better note. So remember, you have purpose. No matter what, you have purpose. And we can't wait to see you guys next week. Same time, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know I don't know any of the other times, but we'll all be here on Eastern Standard Time at 7:30. We love you. From Kate, Delilah, and me, this is Ladies Have the Final Say, and Ladies Take Over for Football. We love you guys, and we'll see y'all next week. Have a good one. Oh, gosh.